Hi guys, it's reaction time. We've got Waist Down Rebels and the tie that binds. Before I get onto the reaction, a huge thank you to Reflection. As you can see, I've got the new t-shirt on. This is the album cover t-shirt. The album's out this year, The Battles That I Have Won. It's a brilliant, technically brilliant Greek metal band, Reflection. They're amazing. Their album is amazing. Make sure you support the artist, get hold of the album. It's one of the releases of the year. Love them, absolutely love them. Thanks to the band for sending me this. Okay. Waist Down Rebels. I reacted to a song from these guys, a couple of songs I think, to these guys. It says here, the tie that binds is off of Waist Down Rebels. The tie that binds album is the first single to be released. So yeah, can't wait to hear this. This is Waist Down Rebels. This is the tie that binds. Here we go.
It's not been very long since the day you took your leave, and all the world stood still to watch me be deceived, while all the fragments fell and crumbled at my feet. I'll put the pieces back together until the day we meet. So now the darkness tries to camouflage the sun, but all the things we've done and shared can never come undone. So raise the word and the web of hurt will break. Lift our voices and our lives back we will take. Every shooting star and every falling tear and every dagger's burn is worth the strength of the tie that binds me to you. I sit alone, staring deep into the void, while angels try to comfort me and break my heart of stone. Pain relievers and false believers and idols made of gold. Who's to say when comes the day we let our spirits go? You and I have burned the sky, and we are of the one. Never will that fade away, and stronger will become.
Tell you why this song stands out. Again, pinpointing this band, which me as a critic, we always sort of relate bands or songs to, this reminds me of, they sound a little bit like so and so. Can't really pinpoint this band, which I love about them. If you're listening to this band in a big shuffle and they come on, they would stand out amongst a lot of bands because they've got something that other bands haven't, their own sound. And that's what I love about them. It's very dark, this song. It's very, almost a bit somber, lyrically as well. I think it's about losing someone, I'm not sure. And the connection you have with someone. I'm really bad at lyrics, so that's just me guessing on first listen. But I'll tell you what grabbed me straight away was that riff. Quite a melancholy sort of sad riff, really catchy though. I love that. That just grabbed my attention straight from the start, and the way it goes over the verses like that. Brilliant stuff. They definitely have got this, you know what I mean? They've got, like I said, their own thing going on, even vocally and everything. You know, it's almost very stripped back. And I like that sometimes. It sounds like a band. It doesn't sound like there's 20 musicians in the room just overlaying, overdubbing. It sounds like they're, you know, you're there with them, you know, and that's a really good thing to have. It captures that live essence, if you like. Very cool song. Really loving it so far. Here we go for the rest. Man, very cool. There ain't many times that, you know, these days that a riff really gets me. You know, it's funny, isn't it, that my favourite riff of all time, you know, me being old as well, it's got to be Lay It Down by Rat. It's got to be Lay It Down. I think that riff, almost like, you know, it just represents a decade of music of my, you know, my life, I suppose. That riff of Lay It Down, when that kicks in, it's like there's no other riff like it. It's just pure brilliance. It's so clever, and so catchy. It's just unmistakable. And you know, sometimes a riff comes along, and it don't happen often these days, and you're just like, yeah, man, that is a real driving force of that song. That's the thing you'll remember about that song. And that riff, it's quite simple, it sounds, but it's all about how catchy that riff is, and that just sums up that song. I love that actually the chorus is sort of almost got, it sort of elevates and it goes and ascends and stuff, and you've got that sort of guitar sort of note just hanging while it's going up and up and up. Oh man, what's a great song. Waist Down Rebels, The Tie That Binds. Guys, let me know what you think of that in the comments below. See you soon.